Now, continuing with our original series, Project Home.
The Bay Area earned a new title this year. This is officially the most expensive place in the world to build. In fact, some developers say that they are afraid to build here.
Our Susie Steimle shows us the barriers to building here in the Bay Area.
This is the beautiful and exciting sound of demolition.
It's a rare glimpse at a dying dinosaur, the vacant Valco Mall in Cupertino. This cement cliff we're standing at the edge of was once the entrance to the mall's anchor store, Macy's.
It was dying a slow death since the 90s. And, you know, the face of retail has changed, so the store owners weren't surviving.
Sandhill Property Company developer Candace Gonzalez is part of the $4 billion plan to bring this place back to life. Sandhill has been fighting an uphill battle trying to redevelop this 51-acre site in Silicon Valley into much-needed affordable housing and office space to offset the cost of the build.
We have an opportunity to build about 2 million square feet of office, 400,000 square feet of retail, 2,402 housing units with 50% affordable.
I've been here for 42 years, and I remember the good old days.
Community activists like Jim Moore, who volunteers with slow growth group Friends of a Better Cupertino, have been fighting this project every step of the way.
What would you say to somebody who would call you a NIMBY for fighting this?
For Cupertino to be labeled that is very incorrect.
Jim and his wife raised their daughters here and watched as Apple took over their once quiet community.
Everybody's in a hurry with all the office that's been built in the area. There's so many people that can't afford to live here that are driving in from, in some cases, great distances.
Most young adults who grew up in Cupertino can no longer afford to stay because tech company employees have contributed to rising rents and priced them out. Jim says he sees the Valco project as just another way to add jobs here.
So the group I'm with very much wants housing. We don't want more office because that just compounds the housing problem. 2,400
units is not a small amount, and we're building the office to help subsidize the housing, to help subsidize the retail that the community still wants to see. So it has to be a compromise.
Sandhill expected a fight, so they gave Cupertino two options more than 2 years ago. Either approve their plan or they'd invoke a new state law, SB 35, that forces communities to build affordable housing. The city and Friends of a Better Cupertino fought the project, so Sandhill invoked SB 35. Since then, the state has threatened to sue Cupertino. Friends of a Better Cupertino is suing Sandhill, and Sandhill has filed suit against the city.
It's a perfect example of using every tool out there to kill a housing project.
Candace has been through this before as the CEO of Palo Alto Housing, a nonprofit affordable housing development agency. She tried and failed to build affordable senior housing there.
That was, I think, the rise of the NIMBYism. And back then, behind the scenes, no one knew how nasty it got.
The project would have created 60 affordable units for seniors in Palo Alto and 12 market-rate homes to offset the costs of that affordable project. Neighbors fought it tooth and nail, and it got personal.
Me and some other staff members, we got death threats, we got cars keyed, tires slashed, harassed for trying to build low-income senior housing. And I have to say this because a lot of times people think, oh, if you're building low-income, you're the angels, the for-profit developers are the villains. Everybody's villainized.
Now, instead of 60 affordable units for seniors and 12 market-rate homes, 16 $6 million homes stand in its place. The Bay Area earned a new title this year. This is officially the most expensive place in the world to build. Construction costs hit $417 per square foot compared to $368 per square foot in second place New York City. Because the cost of living is so high, wages for workers are also up, as are the costs of materials. Developers have to budget in community fights, too.
Is slowing down more expensive?
And slowing down doesn't really meet our end goal, which is to get the units built.
A new study by UCLA's Anderson School of Management found the Bay Area is also the only place where developers surveyed say they're afraid to build. They say it's too expensive and worry rent control will make it more difficult to recoup costs. 50% of developers surveyed say they won't build in the next 12 months. UCLA predicts this pullback will exacerbate the housing shortage. Meanwhile, neighbors say they feel taken advantage of, watching the life they invested in get torn to pieces. Jim says he worries these projects threaten the middle class.
And the middle class, of which I'm a member of, a lot of our net worth is in homes where we live. And if you take the homes away, then everybody in the middle class and that gets poorer. And all that money goes to the top 10 or top 1%. And I don't want that.
Both sides say they want more housing, but they can't agree on how to build it. And the back and forth only makes it more expensive for everyone.
So the lawsuit from Friends of a Better Cupertino alleges Sand Hill is out of compliance with SB 35, and SB 35 again is a way to streamline affordable housing and is supposed to help developers circumvent a community fight like this. But the lawsuit alleges that because office space is part of the project and that it would make up more than half of the square footage at the Valco site, they say this is not an affordable housing development. So that's their argument there.
And what is the status of that lawsuit now?
So a judge is expected to make a decision on this November 1st, but Valco project is moving full steam ahead. They think that they're going to have the judge side with them on this one. So we shall see very soon.
Yeah, now you know why developers don't want to build here. It takes forever to get through the red tape
It was
sometimes.
interesting to hear all of those developers say they were afraid to build here.
Interesting.
Susie,
All right,
thank
Susie,
you.
Thanks. Keep on sending your stories and ideas to Project Home. Send them to kpix.com and see all of Susie's reporting. It's on our website.